Double move. Double move. Teddy.
Okay, my question for you is, outside of U.S. Bank Stadium, what is your favorite stadium to hit the gritty in?
Oh. I'm not going to lie, Green Bay. Green Bay. In Lambeau.
Right in their heads.
Oh, yeah, they hate it.
Yeah,
And Detroit. I ain't going to lie.
A little Lambeau pump. Like
What?
A little,
I might try that.
pump.
I might try that. They going to get mad. They going to get mad, boy.
You got me bent out of shape.
Welcome to Bent Outta Shape, everybody. We are live.
Where we at?
I guess we're not really live, but it just sounded like the right thing to say. We're at Vikings training camp. Bet you didn't think we would make it there this fast.
Come on now. Come on. We're back where it all started, baby. TCO at Vikings training camp here in Eagan, Minnesota. Beautiful day here. Excited to be back.
But first, Anthony, what's got you bent out of shape?
Oh, man. You know what has me bent out of shape, bro? I've been seeing a lot of these tweets or a lot of these athletes on podcasts talking about how $100 million, $150 million contracts, it's not enough.
Man, I wish I had that money.
Bro, I mean, they complain about taxes. They complain about lifestyle, paying the agent fees. Like, yeah, brother, that's part of the business, man. Like
I get it.
I
But
get
then
it.
again,
I get what you're getting at, but to say that out loud and say, oh, that's not enough or that's not enough money, like, bro, we got single parents working 12-hour days, 14-hour days, 6 days a week with 5, 6 kids, even 2 kids, 1 kid. I mean, the fact that you're going to go out there and say that when you have real people struggling to provide and to live a life of basic necessity, I think it's a little ignorant.
A little out of touch.
A little out of touch, 100% out of touch, and it has me bent out of shape. How about yourself?
I respect that. What's got me bent out of shape?
What got you bent out of shape?
Currently, I mean, this has been my second time coming back to Minnesota since your retirement ceremony.
Okay, yep.
And obviously, my memories here a lot of the time derive around football, and like, you know, and this time of year especially it's camp time. You know, it's camp time. And today, for some reason, I've had this anxiety, like camp is starting, or like I'm like late for something, or like I have like some work
Forgot
to
my
do.
helmet at the
I
crib.
forgot my like it's like I feel like I'm going back to camp myself, even though like no, like
Some PTSD?
my feet are gonna feel good today. You know, my shoulders are, you know, hamstrings, everything's gonna be just fine, ready to go. But at the same time,
That
it's
is a
kind
scary
of
feeling.
it's giving me that, you know, that football, like that camp anxiety. I
Do you have a
guess.
little itch? Do you have a little itch to get back on the
I
field?
do have a little itch. I can't lie. It made me like, you know, thankfully, you know, I'm not practicing today, but at
Quite
the same
yet.
time, you know,
Yeah.
football's here.
You're getting
it's
there.
almost. I'm ready physically, but
Bro.
mentally, it's about that time.
I totally feel you. And I will say, to be back at a training camp, though, to be back here in Minnesota watching the guys go through the stretch lines, kind of walking through the meeting rooms and walking through the cafeteria, seeing everybody go about the routine, part of me does miss that. I miss the camaraderie, right? I miss the side of, like, being around the guys and be able to shoot the breeze and just be a teammate and be a player and go into the meeting rooms and joke around and have a good time, but also like focus and lock in on, okay, what are we installing today? What's my new job today? I miss that part of the strategic planning side of football. I miss the camaraderie side. I do not miss being out there on a practice field in the middle of August, though, or the early August.
There's a shared misery, but at the same time, there's a lot of beautiful locker room moments. Some of our best memories. Can you recall like one of your favorite training camp memories with myself personally, and maybe, you know, with some other teammates?
Bro, do you remember the saga of the Blount Bandit?
Blunt Gate?
Blunt Gate, bro. I think it was our first training camp back in Eagan at the facility, because we were doing it in Mankato.
And we were at the other hotel.
Yeah, I forget what the hotel was. Not too far. It's around the corner. But I remember one morning Zim came into the meeting room, like fuming, upset. And he's like, everyone on the 3rd floor of the hotel, stand up. And we're like, oh, my God, like, what happened? So people start standing up. And he's like, I know it's one of you guys. Someone in here is smoking in that hotel room. I got notice of it from the secretary downstairs. And I'm going to say this. Smoking in that hotel room is like smoking in my house. And we're just like, Oh my God.
Disrespectful.
Someone is so screwed. So what do? We take it upon ourselves to investigate the situation.
Bro, so me and Anthony, we went full good cop, bad cop, right? We put a list of names on the board first to start it off.
Everyone on the third floor.
Because during camp, it's like it's mundane, it gets monotonous. Like,
100%.
So what better way to break up camp besides a blunt
Have a
game?
list of
That's an
suspects
investigation
on there, and we would interrogate these guys walking off the practice field, walking off in the weight room.
I'll bring them in. I say, hey man, like, hey, you had a good practice today. It's funny that you said you had a good practice. You feel good. Where were you in the hours of
And I pull up, like, where the fuck were you last night at 7 p.m.? Were you smoking in the hotel room? And some guys like laugh it off, and then some guys be like, I was. I'm like, you're guilty.
Yeah, because the age difference was funny. So like people who knew us, they were obviously laughing, and they were just like, this is ridiculous.
And we were able to get to the point where we were able to narrow it down to like 2 or 3 guys, and they were guilty. I'm not gonna tell you who it was.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna tell you who it was.
But just know that if we decide to become cops in the future, we have a serious investigation background.
Journalists. That being said,
Absolutely.
what would you say is your best part of camp, your favorite part of camp, or your least favorite part of camp? What things did you enjoy? What things you're just like, I don't miss this at all?
The thing that I enjoy is football. I obviously love the game. There's a lot of tough circumstances that come along with it, and we know that has to do mainly with the camp era of the season.
Sure.
So obviously, the game is the game. I love the game. I love to compete. I love to be around the best. I love to be the best. The part that I didn't like, the getting used to the sore feet the first couple weeks.
Oh my gosh.
The hamstrings chasing the running backs
on
around.
10.
Yeah, it's just like that's just like stuff that you could do without if you just had a superhuman power.
Bro, I would say, to compliment what you just said about the feet, it was like that first couple days with your helmet on when you're just trying to get used to it, and like your temples and your jaw, your head, you haven't even hit anybody yet. It's just having the helmet on, trying to get comfortable, trying to get it broken in. That easily my least favorite part. My favorite part of camp, I would say, is watching guys start having success and watching it start to click for certain guys. Like, okay, maybe he had a difficult year last year, or this is year 2 for him, and he's starting to come into his own, starting to have some success. He's starting to take what he's learning in the meeting room, applying it to the field, and you're like, okay, maybe we have a guy here. Like, maybe we can actually count on this guy. Or he's going to be somebody that we can trust during the season.
Or you have like a young guy who like maybe had not a down year, but like maybe just a rookie year, or like a building year, and he come back to the next season, and you're like, oh no, he's different. He's ready to play.
Exactly.
The lights are bright.
Like light bulb click on for guys is like a really cool moment.
It's special.
I really enjoy that. And I would say, or let me ask you a question. Do you have a specific practice or a specific day in camp that you can recall? It was like, this was the worst practice I've ever been a part of. Whether it's like a joint practice or just something that maybe you did wrong that kind of compounded. Like, could you break that down for me?
Yes, I actually do. I mean, obviously, there's so many practices and so many, there's so much room for error. But I remember my very first rookie camp with the Vikings in Mankato. I think it was the last day of camp, and we had a practice before we all, got in our cars and went back to the facility, or had the day off or whatever, and we had a walkthrough. And obviously, the last day of camp is kind of like last day of school. You know what I mean? People are kind of giddy. Everybody wants to get home. So I have this
distracted.
Energy about me that's positive and that's like
anxious.
Happy, a little too happy.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't locked in. And we had a walkthrough, which we put in a new play earlier that day. And as the mic, I got to call stuff out a little bit. And I remember going to that walkthrough and messing it up. And then later on, during the practice portion of the day, I messed up the exact same play. And everybody knows it's okay to make a mistake. But if you make the same mistake twice,
to back, not a good look.
That's not a good look for me. And unfortunately, Zim was on my head. Bruh, he cussed me clean out. I deserved it. At the same time, everybody got sent home from practice. So the first time I messed up, we had to run around the pole. Everybody had to run around the pole. Damn it, this rookie,
Come on,
making
Eric.
this run? Are you kidding me? It was like Pop Warner. Second time I messed up, he was like, everybody get your pads and get the hell out of here. Like, I don't want to see you. Go. You guys didn't come ready to practice. You guys are BSing my drill, X, Y, Z. So I shut down practice.
Thank you. Thanks, Eric. You're the best, man.
Everybody's coming up to me. Good job, Rook. Way to go, man.
More often, bro.
Asshole. And I'm just like, I was mortified, bro. Like, that was my
100%.
first introduction. I stopped. I ended the whole practice, and it wasn't a good feeling. I got over it, and thankfully.
But that was also probably a way of him just like setting an example, like making an example out of you.
I
right?
was the example.
For the entire, so you were the scapegoat.
Bro, I had so many mentors I called after that because I was just like destroyed.
I'm done. My career's over.
I learned my lesson. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
when it's time to lock in, you got to lock in.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah. I would say.
What about you?
We had a joint practice one year in Cincinnati.
Oh, I had a hammy.
And I think you missed the trip.
I had a hammy, so I was out. I stayed home.
And I'm not familiar with Cincinnati in August. Not a place you want to go. The humidity was on 10, and their practice field, the way it's like set up, you have to like walk up like a hill, almost like a cement hill, to get up to this grass field. And there's like a train that kind of drives through the area, so it's already kind of a weird setup. But between the humidity, between that, the walk from outside of the locker room where we were to the hill or to the grass field, completely drenched. Like I had just finished the whole practice. We talk about squishy cleats. You know when you get the water bubbles?
Oh, bro, that's the
laces?
worst. That's the
and
worst.
this was just the walk to practice, but we haven't even started practice yet. And then they do special teams drills. Luckily, I'm not on special teams at the time. I'm watching all our guys on special teams, and they are hit. They come off the field ready for stretch, and they're just like,
It's
we're
over
cooked.
with.
We're done. Then we go to the actual practice, and we end up smacking them at practice. Like, we were dismantling them. They had no answer for anything we were doing. Meanwhile, like, yes, I'm struggling. I'm sweating my ass off, blah, blah. And then we go to the first preseason game against them. Whatever they did in practice was not the same thing they did in the game, bro.
I actually remember the
Bro,
game.
we got to
I watched
the
from the
game,
couch.
and they were cooking us.
That was an easy access game.
Easy access. And Zim was not happy
Ticked.
at all, ticked. And I'm just like, I know we're screwed right when we get back to the facility. And it was a long play around home. But that experience was the worst camp experience
I remember
I've
I'm
ever
like,
had.
hey, guys, how was Cincinnati? Everyone's like, dude, I don't want to talk to you because you were so lucky that
This
you
was
missed
the worst
that.
experience I've ever had playing football, bro. Terrible.
That's awful, man. But we have a special guest today.
You may know him.
I mean, we probably should have started with this, to be honest.
Should have. But here we are. We're new to this.
Justin Jefferson, Jay
Gritty
Jettas.
Jetta's coming up
Jetski.
to join us for a couple minutes. Excited to have him on. One of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the NFL. Last year was a little trying for him. With the quarterback situation was up and down, but he still managed to put up 1,000 yards receiving. He's still one of the greatest receivers we have in the game today, and we're going to dive into who he is off the field and what he expects this year on the field.
What's good with you?
Yeah, much, dog. Can't call it. You know what I'm saying? Good to see y'all boys, man. Y'all boys, dog.
How you doing, man?
Good. Can't complain where I'm at. Middle?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for
Man
messing
of the
with us for
hour.
a few.
Of course, of
We won't
course.
keep you long.
All good.
I know you're a popular man.
It's all good.
Man, so first of all, thank you for joining us.
No,
we
of course.
appreciate you. You
Of
know,
course.
you're one of our favorite players, one of the best players in the
Appreciate
league.
you, man.
We know the deal. So we start every show. Our show's called Bent Outta Shape.
Uh-huh.
So we want to know
I've seen a couple clips, man.
Okay.
what
I'm a fan.
has Justin Jefferson
Tune in.
What has Justin Jefferson bent out of shape today? It could be anything. Did you stub your toe? Did you the coffee wasn't as hot as
Was
you
your
liked
temperature
this
in your
morning?
house a little too warm last night?
Did you wake up in the middle of the night last night?
Definitely. Staying in the hotel, not really being in my own bed. That definitely was the, what do you call it?
Bent out of shape.
Been out of shape. That
Okay.
was my been out of shape today. Staying in the hotels.
Well, let's start by asking, how's training camp going so far for you? What are your goals entering this training camp? And what have you seen from maybe some of the young guys so far?
Yeah, training camp has been great. Obviously everybody knows the center of attention is the quarterbacks, and just trying to dial in the connection. Being with JJ for last year and just seeing the improvements that he has been making, and then obviously being with K1 for these last couple months, and we already know what he has been doing in Arizona. So seeing it up close and personal, seeing his throw talent and seeing his ability, obviously with the ball in his hands. So just trying to get comfortable with the whole offensive scheme and dealing with two quarterbacks.
Right.
That's the main thing.
And you're the vet now in the room.
Which is crazy.
Oh man,
Which is nuts. Like, I was thinking about this earlier. I'm like, what do I ask him? But it's like, but you had such good vets in your room. Like,
100%.
obviously like Adam Thielen, who we
Yeah.
know and love. But like, as a vet now, what aspect of the game do you bring to the table, like to teach the young guys? How do you come through for them to show them the ropes?
Yeah, I would say just being that person that people can just easily come up to. And I feel like with my status and, I feel like a lot of people look at me as a superstar or, a person that you can't really talk to.
It's kind of intimidating.
I am, but
You're
I'm
a
not
humble
at
man,
the
but
same
you are.
time.
I hear you.
I am, but I'm not at the same time. I don't act like a superstar. I don't,
sure.
carry myself that way. I carry myself as, you can come up to me and talk to me about anything. We can joke about football, about off the field, about anything. So I feel like, just being approachable is the main thing that I kind of lean into with my captain role and just really just being a vocal leader. That's something that I've never really been in my entire career until now, being a vet now. So everybody's looking at me, everybody's asking me questions on how to, get off the release better, how to run my route better. So just really just eyes open, just trying to grasp everything at the same time, but also trying to get in my own work as well.
Thanks. So you kind of touched on that you are a humble leader. You are obviously one of the greatest players in the game. And last year was a frustrating year for you and for the offense.
Yeah.
But not once did you ever hear Justin Jefferson complaining about X, Y, and Z, or not getting the ball enough, or not getting his yards, or getting his touchdowns.
Yeah.
What is it about you that allows you to kind of block out that stuff out and can keep the main thing, and not worry about all the extra stuff? You can only control so much.
Right.
So how do you kind of balance? You want to be productive. You want to get the ball, obviously.
Right.
And when it doesn't come, yes, it's frustrating. But how do you kind of rein in those frustrations and continue to focus on football?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's hard, and both of y'all know. When things not going the right way. When stuff not really, the expectations are not up to par. It gets frustrating. It gets so it don't really hit as well. But also knowing the circumstances, also knowing that I have a pretty much a rookie quarterback. Listening to anything that goes on, anything that I say is going to hit the media or hit the punchline. So it's just all about staying in the building. Obviously talking to him and being. Communicating with him about the difficulty and the negativity that was going throughout the whole entire season. Checking on him after the game. Hey, look, you good? You straight?
Right.
Like
That's
don't worry about this past game. Don't worry about that type of stuff. Lean more towards the future. Lean more towards this next week and getting better next week. So those. Talks that we had together, and that's something that didn't need to be said in the media, didn't need to be communicated through the entire world. So it was just
keep
really
it in house.
Keep it in house.
No
So
doubt.
it was just keeping my head on straight. Obviously, it was tough to go through it, but just like I said, my words go a long way. So as long as I'm not putting that negativity out for the media to react to it, the world to react to it, it was just really just staying in to the building.
I had a conversation with somebody the other day about like where the best football is played, and Texas, Cali, Florida, Ohio, like a lot of names came up, and then I think it was Anthony. He was like, "Bro, like, have you seen the people that Louisiana is putting out?"
For sure.
And not only that, just kind of at the receiver position in its entirety.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Yes.
and me growing up where I grew up, it was like some of the best people that I played against didn't even make it to like college or the
Which
NFL.
is crazy.
Who are? I mean, I don't know if you want to name some people, but
Yeah.
like, have you played against someone who
Oh,
at the time was way more talented and just
Circumstances
what was
didn't allow them to
was
make it
what
out.
was the difference? Like,
It's crazy because like I tell everybody, everybody's situations are different. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's opportunities are different. So like, I definitely got, homeboys at the crib that's played football their entire life just like me, grew up playing on the same team, getting touchdowns, getting yards, all of this.
It's crazy.
Did everything that I done, but it was just their journey was a little bit differently. But it just right time,
Yeah.
a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill.
luck, a little bit of God. You know what I'm saying? All skill, all of that junk just goes into play. And for my journey, and what I say, what made me the person that I am. My freshman year going into LSU, Coach Jerry Sullivan was my receivers coach, and he is the guru of coaches.
Okay.
He coached Larry Fitzgerald, he coached Anquan Bolden, all of these different top tier receivers, and I'm getting that as soon as I'm getting into LSU was my freshman year.
Mentorship.
Exactly.
Mentorship is
For
important.
100%. And that's why I be telling these guys that's going into college, stop chasing NIL, stop chasing the money. The money is going to come with your skill level, with making plays. but stop going to places that's just offering you money and not really doing nothing for your
Developing you as a
development.
player.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So you know what I'm saying. What is the main idea? What is the main goal? The main goal is to get here, be a superstar, make that second contract. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So you know what I'm saying. That's what I try to kind of preach to the younger generation.
Well, we know that you got a lot of hobbies off the field, and you got a lot of interests. One, I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Jury.
It was warm, and then Buddy sat down, and I'm a little
Cool
chilly.
it down.
What's going on? What we got on our neck right now? Breaking it down for me right quick.
He got a jet on his ear.
Yeah, so big pointers. The damn teeth worse than my whole outfit.
Look a little different than a couple years ago.
That boy got money.
Yeah, contract hit.
No, absolutely live a little. But between that, and I know you a gamer. I know you like to get on the game. What game are we playing right now? What's hot that you enjoying when you done playing football? Want to decompress a little bit? What are we putting in the game?
Yeah, that's my main decompression. Video games, playing with playing the video games with my friends, my brother. That's my get away from everything. So right now I've been playing college 27.
Okay.
That FIFA been
hitting
hard lately.
The World Cup got you a little itchy.
What? So I'm really waiting for 27 to come out so I can really double back on it. But that's really the main ones right now. I'm waiting for 2K, the Maddens.
Yeah.
We heard that you're a little bit of a Spy Kids fan.
a little bit.
Are you as terrified as the Thumb Thumbs as I am? Because
they're scary. Like
I had nightmares about it.
Because the way they're built, they don't have any eyes. They don't have no nose.
Just a nail.
Just a nail.
Oh man, terrifying.
The face of the nail.
Elite movie though. I was like, that's a fire movie.
Where did the love for Spy Kids come from? You was a kid and you was like, man, this is dope. Like
for sure.
I need to go, and then I seen with the
seeing
glasses joints on.
The glasses was definitely fire.
Okay.
And then the futuristic. Just seeing the different gizmos, the technology that was in it, and then the glasses.
Your imagination as a kid, just man, this is anything's possible.
And then I seen the thumbs. I'm like, what's going on?
So our last segment before you get out of here is called Quick Hitters.
Okay.
We ask you a question, you give us a quick answer. My first one is the hardest route versus your favorite route.
Oh, I would say the hardest routes are the most simplest routes. So I would say like a curl, speed out, and really a deep curl. Just pushing depth and getting that speed and being able to drop your weight and stop on a dime.
Okay.
I feel like that's one of the hardest routes that don't really get talked about as much. And what was the second one?
Your favorite?
Favorite route, post corner, corner post. Tutty. Double move. Double move. Tutty.
Okay, my question for you is, outside of U.S. Bank Stadium, what is your favorite stadium to hit the gritty in?
I'm not gonna lie, Green Bay. Green Bay. In Lambeau.
Right in their heads.
Oh yeah, they hate it.
Yeah,
and Detroit. I ain't gonna lie.
A little Lambeau pump, like
what?
I
might try that. Pump. I might try that. They gonna get mad. They gonna get mad, boy.
If you had to face one DB, like obviously you face him now, but like one DB of the past, who would you want to score on? Like who would you want to give that work to?
Deion Sanders.
Prime.
Definitely prime. Definitely.
How's that going to end? How's that matchup going to end?
Y'all know how it's
with
going.
With
a gritty. And that's going to hurt him. But I love Prime though. I love like watching the videos when he's teaching. His fundamentals, his steps, what he's looking at, because that goes through my mind. As I'm lining up against him. Exactly. So I'm trying to learn what they're learning. I'm trying to learn what they're looking at to kind of put me on a better advantage.
Okay, I got one for you. Who would have more success if the roles were reversed today? Justin Jefferson on the Minnesota Timberwolves or Anthony Edwards on the Minnesota Vikings?
I'm gonna say Jets on the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
easy.
Okay. What are we talking about here?
Would you rather have super hot feet from turf, or would you rather have like squishy wet feet from like sweating?
Swamp feet.
Swamp feet is bad.
Blisters.
Especially as a receiver, it's terrible. I'm Hot feet.
Hot feet,
Hot
right?
feet.
It
Hot
sucks
feet.
though.
It sucks. But that means you got to keep them feet moving. Keep
All
mine.
right. Last thing we got for you, and then we'll let you go. Thanks for your time today,
Nah,
by the
good.
way. We're gonna say a receiver, and I'm gonna say two receivers. You go tell me which receiver name is better.
Okay.
And we're gonna keep going down the list.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, and then Eric's gonna go, and we'll go back and forth.
All
like
right.
that. We're gonna start. Randy Moss or Jamar Chase?
Oh, that's what we starting off, right? Huh? Randy Moss.
You got Randy Moss or Jerry Rice?
I'm going to go Randy Moss.
Randy Moss or Calvin Johnson?
Ooh. That's a tough one right there. If Calvin Johnson would have really finished his career, I feel like he
Respect.
ended it too fast.
Okay.
Too fast. But Calvin Johnson's definitely one of the best, but I'm going to go Randy.
Okay.
Randy Moss or Antonio Brown?
Oh, shoot. Randy, definitely.
Randy Moss or Julio Jones?
That's a tough one, too. Julio is a freak of nature, dog.
Different.
I'm going to go. Ooh.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
I'm going to go Randy. Dang, that was
Randy
tough.
or OBJ?
Oh, Randy. OBJ got too many injuries, man.
Randy
My dog,
or
man.
Justin Jefferson?
Hey, Justin Jefferson. Sorry. Got to.
Mic drop.
Appreciate you, bro.
Much respect, man. Love seeing y'all boys, man.
Man, big shout out to JJ for joining us on the pod. That was big for us. Super humble guy. We appreciate it with the bottom of our heart.
We also had a couple guys stop by. Josh Metellus, E. Will came by again. Check them out.
Enjoy.
We don't got the rugged
I like
vibes.
the vibes. I like the vibes, man.
Fo, man.
Yes,
What is
sir.
going on?
Fo,
How's
hold
camp
on.
going so far, bro? Talk
First
to
of
us.
all, this is very nostalgic
This is crazy,
being here with you guys right now, man.
The craziest part to me
man.
is I haven't seen you since you got paid.
I know
and now all
it's
of
been
a
a
sudden,
while, huh?
jewelry, cars,
This,
same
that,
old
and
Josh
the other,
though.
you know?
Same me.
Same
Still
hard
hooping.
worker.
Hey, just a different
Same-
shell, but
Yeah.
it's the same
Oh,
me.
hey man, this boy's a leader, man. Through in and throughout.
I had good vets, man. And I
100%.
talk about, especially this year, I've been talking about you guys a lot. And the rookies wanted to know how, we were so welcoming and how we were so, good. They've been hearing stories about how some guys just pushed the rookies to the side. They were like, why are you guys so welcoming? And I said, I had good vets. So it's only right for me to pass that down.
That's real, man.
And just being here with you guys, make me feel like a rookie again, man.
It's
I
like-
I respect y'all so much, man.
I
And
always said, man,
it's
as
just
long as
crazy how this shit turned around.
I always said, like, as long as I'm taking care of what's on my plate and handling my business, you should never affect what I have
Mhm.
going on. Like,
Yes,
we should
exactly.
we should only make each other better,
Exactly.
elevate the play. You know what I mean? It's like whatever I have going on is never gonna affect you as long as
Yes.
we're handling our business.
Leave
We
the
was
place
just-
better than when you got
We
there.
were just talking about how it's such a rewarding feeling when you are on a team and you see a guy like the light bulb click and them to like take the next step.
Yes.
And I feel like 3-4 years ago that was the
Yes.
light bulb click for you and you
Yes,
took
it
the next
did.
step.
Yes.
And all of a sudden now you're team captain. Now you're one of the premier players on a amazing defense. Like, what do you attribute that to? What moment, or was there anything specific that just kind of like, oh, okay, now I get it. And now I can hope and go and play at a high level.
Yeah, I think consistency, just being, diligent, intentional about the stuff that you do day in and day out. Like I don't know when was the exact time it clicked, but I knew when it did click and I realized it, I was already full speed running ahead.
100%.
And I think it's, just a matter of like, even from the scout reps I used to take, to, watching you guys, picking up little things from the side, involving myself in, different conversations, different, being in different rooms, just slowly but surely, just everything just started to form together. And then once I seen it once, it was hard to not see it again. You guys know, you see it play one time.
Right.
And then you see that play again, you're like, all right, now I got
know
this.
this one.
You also never know when it's gonna be your time.
Yes,
like you
you
can't.
don't.
Everyone's oh man, they want this linear type of like success pattern, and it's like not everyone's timeline is gonna be
Mhm.
exactly the same. So just
Exactly.
focusing, like I said, on yourself, and you never but when it hits though,
Yeah.
and when you get that up,
Season.
that's the difference.
That's the
Season.
difference.
You
Season.
gotta
Don't
take
let-
advantage
Don't ever
of
let
it.
go of it.
That's
You
the
gotta take
difference.
advantage of it.
Bro,
You gotta take advantage
got
of it.
to.
What are your expectations for this Brian Flores defense this season? You got some new pieces up front.
Yeah.
You got obviously some returning guys, but I think having a strong foundation on the defensive line is going to be vital for the
Yes,
success of this football
yes.
team. What do you see the strengths of this defense, and what do you expect from this defense this upcoming season?
Yeah, for first off, starting up front, I think, you know, the past couple years, you know, this front seven we have, I think it's probably the best that we had. Come on, get in.
Get in this, man. Come mess with us,
I'm talking about
man.
the front seven.
Yeah, front seven.
I'm talking about how the front seven is probably one of the best we've had in terms of just being able to be deep and talented at the same time. And I think, you know, for one, we'd probably be the best run defense in the National Football League. I think we have high expectations like that, and I think that's very, very reachable, you know, with the guys we have and the scheme that we run and the amount of reps that we built in this scheme. Nice. I think we should be able to knock the run out the park. Then we go hunt. And, you know, we got guys up front. We got pressures after pressures. We can win one-on-ones. And DBs, we got playmakers all over the place. So I'm expecting a big year for this defense. A year that, you know, I think the defense is going to need to step up a lot and lead the way for this team and this offense. You know, especially after last year. So I think, you know, us leading the way, you know, showing how the tone needs to be set from play 1 to play 100, you know, is be good for this team.
We got 2 playmakers right here. Speaking of playmakers, Ewo, I seen you over there working on jugs.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
Little football games.
Yeah.
Like what? I mean, I feel like we talked about it in your episode because he had an episode.
I seen it next to the car.
Yeah.
And I don't get the car. I don't get the car. I'm mad I don't get the car. I've been a golf cart.
How are those little games that you play on the sideline, you know, with your teammates? Like, how do those translate to the actual performance? And like, what kind of comfortability does that build for you?
Yeah, it does, man. You got to have ball skills at the end of the day, man. The name of the game is football, and it's the #1 priority. So it's one of our, you know, top goals is to always punch the ball, regardless when you're around it. You know, every single play is a punch out opt to take the ball away. So I mean, it's the name of the game, and
we like to get used to it, playing around.
Speaking of op, you just missed an op on a '96 Impala.
Oh my goodness!
That was for sale yesterday during the practice.
Yeah. So this
it sold for 18
cars and bids, cars and bids,
bidding app.
Cars
it sold
and
for
bids.
18 grand.
Infamous bidding app.
It had some really good whips on there, and he lives close by, so he checked it out, and it was clean. He said it was clean, top to bottom. It was like a one owner car.
And I wish that I would have made a bid for it because it was so.
It's gone that fast.
I had it starred and everything. I'm like, I'm a bid on it. We were out here doing the walkthrough.
How's the Mansory though?
It's doing me well.
Stars in the roof.
Yeah.
And in the doors.
It's nice.
And in the doors.
Just to be specific.
Yeah, it's a nice ride, man.
Yeah,
I don't live too far, you know, so I don't get to
clean.
I don't get to drive it too far, but hey, I live right down the street, but hey, it's a nice drive home.
You've earned it, man.
I know we're still early in camp. It's only been this practice 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think like 5.
But has there been anybody on the offense that has stood out so far? You guys have seen these guys every day, whether it's a quarterback or receiver or
Ty Felton.
O-lineman. Like talk to me about what you've seen and who's impressed so far.
I would say first off, Ty Felton.
I agree.
Is making some nice 50-50 balls, you know, finding ways to get open, making the contested catches, you know, a big step from his game last year. You know, last year he did really good on special teams, but, you know, to see him take that step at receiver this year going into camp has been really good to see.
That's some great catches.
You never know when your number is going to be called.
Yeah, you never know.
That's a crowded room to get into, right?
It is. Very crowded. Hey, we got some dogs in there. Hey, we got some dogs in there.
He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job.
Receiver 4 is going to be that's going to be a premium.
A premium guy.
Premium. Premium.
Yeah, so it's been good to see the receivers come on. Obviously, Max Bredesen, Michigan man. Shout out, go Blue. I had to shout out my Michigan man. It's been good to see. You know, missing CJ. You know, we've had CJ for so long. You know, so you know it's hard to imagine a guy to step into a role. And but you know he's every bit of a fullback you would want. You know, he fits that role perfect. You know, he might have been one of the last ones out there that could just fill that role that CJ left. So I'm excited to see what he does in his offense.
What about some personal goals? Do you have any personal goals that you're setting?
Yeah,
for
man.
Anything that you want to accomplish that maybe you haven't quite yet in your career?
Them accolades, man. All Pro 4-4. You know, that's a big one for me. I think
it has a ring to it.
I might get that tatted on it.
All Pro 4-4.
I haven't seen a thing.
Yeah, man.
I just know what you're about.
Hey, man, and I'm a show him, man. I think, you know, with this defense, me being in it, this whole time, you know, Flo's been here, and me being able to, you know, come off an injury last year, but you know, also see where this defense is going, and you know, watching myself, year in and year out, since I've been starting and been able to get reps in this league. I think, I'm primed for the perfect position. I feel my best. So far I'm seeing things really well. So, it's all about just putting it on tape. But I think it's one of those years where I can, do a lot for this team, and it starts with doing my job extremely well.
Well, shoot, we're gonna be looking out for you, man. We don't want to take too much of your time.
I appreciate
we
you guys,
joining
man.
us, bro.
Hey,
My
no,
brother.
y'all know y'all always welcome in this
That's
building.
love, bro.
As long as I'm here, I'll break the doors open for y'all if I have to.
Thanks for talking with us
Hey,
for a bit,
love,
bro.
man.
Good luck rest of
Appreciate
camp, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, bro. Well, that's a wrap on day one of Vikings training camp, man. We had a great time talking to some of these guys. Brian O'Neill, Justin Jefferson, Josh Metellus, Eric Wilson. Great day one at training camp.
Man, and if you want to see more, you know what to do. It's to follow us on our socials, Bent Outta Shape Show.
Like, subscribe,
Comment.
share.
What else? Thanks,
Share
man.
again.
Thanks for joining us for this one, but a lot more fun to come.
Who's got something left to say? You got me bent out of shape.